Welcome to the Greatest Story Podcast with your hosts,
Zac
and Josh. And I almost said Zac.
and Josh again.
We are here to discuss and react to some of the greatest stories ever told. We will look at books, movies, video games, Pixar, and all forms of storytelling to figure out what makes a good story and what are some of the greatest stories.
Is Pixar its own medium now?
Just for today.
Oh, okay.
Maybe if we do like Finding Nemo or something.
Oh, there we go. I guess that'll be a door that we'll have to walk through.
Oh, I get it. You have to piece it back together.
Oh, there we go. Okay. So there are some people that we want to thank, though. Some people that we want to shout out, if you will.
Wait. You might say we're always watching.
Oh, wow. That's a little creepy.
Always watching Pathfinders.
Well, that is creepy, but that's okay.
We're talking about monsters today.
That's true. We are talking about monsters. An entire company of them. Actually,
an entire
really,
town?
a whole world? Yeah.
The ecosystem.
Alternate universe?
Universe,
ecosystem.
yeah.
I like that. Yeah, ecosystem. Anyway, some people that help our company work and provide us with enough powers that we don't have a power shortage in our community.
Keeping us laughing, not screaming.
That's right. And we want to thank Pathfinder Champion Paige S., Pathfinder Commodore Peggy B., Pathfinder Captain Joanna B., Pathfinder Cadet Kirsten, and Pathfinder Cadet Lauren. And we want to introduce a new Pathfinder, June G.
You guys are champs.
I didn't do it that time.
I know.
Do
we have to retry it now?
No,
let's just back to the top. Restart.
Welcome to the Greatest Story Podcast.
We got to make the bad jokes about Monsters Incorporated again and everything. I didn't write them down. This is so unfortunate.
I don't think anyone wants to hear them again.
Are you kidding me? That's like the best line in the whole movie.
Okay.
It's also the only one I remremember, really.
Yeah,
but
that's a good one.
I do remember Googly Bear.
Yeah.
But I have to give credit to you. You brought that up first.
Can you pass me your odorant?
Not deodorant?
Yeah, it's odorant. Yeah.
That's funny. I didn't catch that.
Yeah. It's like, I got
a hot date
old
or
dumpster. He's like, you have wet dog? Yep. Stink it up.
Wow, that is quite the scent.
I know. But hey, when you're a monster,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yep, everything's ripe. So, okay.
Yeah.
Well, today we're talking about, if you haven't figured it out, Monsters Incorporated, which is a great movie. Pretty good story, you know?
Yeah.
Very lovable, fluffy characters.
I feel like that is one of the last, like, in my brain, 90s Disney movies. I know it came out in the 2000s, but it feels like one of the last in that lineage.
Yeah, that kind of vibe and
you could tell, like,
art style,
even animation style.
Yeah,
like, there's everything after that dramatically picks up.
Yep.
Pre that, you're still in the 90s.
Yep. So we're gonna go back to the 90s and
or 2000 and like
or 2000s, early 2000s, and we're gonna take a look at Monsters Incorporated. So what do you think, Josh? Clear plot?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it has a good plot.
It's pretty good.
Basically, what?
Yeah.
There's a company.
Yep, Monsters Incorporated, which
powers...
is basically like the most important company in the entire monster world.
And I'm assuming they have multiple locations.
I think so.
It's just an electrical plant,
basically,
that powers everything.
Everything. Yeah, and how do they power everything, Josh?
They haunt your closets and come out from. Well, no, they just come from your closets.
Yeah, just the closets. Yeah.
And then they terrify little children as they are in their waking, like, sleepies.
Yeah.
And harvest the screams for power.
The screams of children.
Science is not patented.
Nope.
But essentially there is a little one named Boo.
Yeah, because you gotta talk about the main problem. There's a scream shortage.
Oh yeah, kids are getting desensitized because of television.
Man,
that darn TV.
How true they speak.
It was even
back
iPad.
in the I know, even back in the early 2000s.
There was no Five Nights at Freddy's before this, so
but
that was really
on point. Yeah,
Disney knew. Anyways, but because of the scream shortage, the company has to go to more and more drastic measures to get the results. One of their chief scares' name is Sully.
Yep.
Sully is an adorable blue-looking bear gremlin thing with horns.
He's a tiger.
Oh no, she says
Tigger.
A
kitty.
Yeah, kitty.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not. Anyways, he's a big
Yeah,
blue,
he's a big
purple.
blue
Darnie
furball.
was
Yeah,
a
yeah.
dinosaur.
The walking carpet, if you will.
Yeah, that was good. This time you had the Star Wars
Thank
quote.
you, thank you.
He goes about his business. He's impressing people, and one day he accidentally brings Boo along because she thinks he's a kitty.
Yep.
Follows him around, creates a
Biohazard
situation,
a kid-tastrophe,
and then the basic plot is just Sully has to get her back
get her home. Yep. While the company's coming after her.
Yeah, and in so doing, they uncover a really like kind of awful, scary plan the company has.
Definitely.
To keep power going.
They're going to kidnap children.
Yeah, and in trying to get Boo home, he has to unravel this plot and get Boo home.
Yep.
And then he does.
Yeah.
And that's basically, and then I guess then there's the end, but we'll get there when we get there.
Sure. Yeah, and I feel like that's more of like character arc and conflict resolution is the end. So we'll get to that. Yeah, I think that's good. So it's pretty simple plot, pretty straightforward. I think it does well.
It's just the Mandalorian early.
Actually.
It's a big guy that takes care of a baby.
Yep. And everybody else is coming after the baby. Yeah.
Oh, we stumbled across it.
Oh my.
Jon Favreau, you heard it here first.
Did he work on that at all?
I have no idea.
Oh man, I might have to.
We have to do some editing. Zac out of jail.
We're gonna let him out. Oh boy.
Somebody asked about it.
I know.
Can't remember who.
Listen.
I think it was on Discord.
Editing Zac is behind the scenes, and he is always trying to get out.
He's always watching.
He is always watching. So we just keep that door locked.
Put it through a wood chipper. You gotta watch the movie.
Yep.
Or else you're like, why are they talking about wood chippers? It all makes sense in the third act.
That's right. What about characters?
I do like the characters. I'm assuming we're talking about arcs.
Yeah, let's do character arcs.
Sully's probably the easiest one.
I think so. He has a whole like perspective change, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he goes from like typical company man to actually caring about Boo.
Yeah, he's not even just company man. He's like their top performer.
Yeah, I mean, he's like his goals are the company goals.
It's like Santa Claus with
Oh, the movie. Yeah. Okay.
Tim
Allen. Yeah, I see what you're saying. I was like, I don't think Sully is like Santa Claus.
Nobody is like Tim Allen in Santa Claus.
Yes.
I mean, he's just the top performer, and then he is willing to throw it all away to do the right thing.
Exactly.
And I mean that I don't know how that is what happens.
Yep.
And it's a cool thing to watch, and he drags the big green eyeball Mike Wazowski with him.
And Mike Wazowski also has a character arc because he wants to be famous and loved by people, and he puts that away to help Sully do the right thing, and in return is in fact loved and famous and all those things.
Just like they put the barcode over his eyeball.
Which is great. They do it on the magazine too.
And the commercial.
Yep, so great. I love that little...
And he still loves it. He's like, I'm in a commercial.
I made the magazine cover. It's so funny.
It's just like Sully's like 90% of the page.
I know.
And then it's just green, and then a barcode's over his face.
It's so good. And I love it because that's something that Pixar does really well in some of these old movies, is they have these like reoccurring mini jokes.
Yeah.
That just like go throughout the whole
I
feel like it's really good storytelling.
I feel like their developers and their animation team just had a good time.
Oh yeah,
because there's like if you look in Boo's, like we're getting Captivating World.
Yeah,
I'll put a fork in
it.
I'll come back.
Yeah.
Do you know where I'm going?
Oh yeah. The extra pieces, yeah. But we saw that in Hercules too. Remember? Scar shows up.
Well, there's like the deep cut lore where you can find like the 3-hour YouTube essays
where they're like, it's all the same.
Every
universe.
Disney world is connected, and that one 2005 PS2 game, Kingdom Hearts, explains it all.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways,
Kingdom Hearts is a trip, but anyway. Yeah. Anybody else for clear character arc? Those are the two main ones. I mean, that's who we follow the whole...
Boo is a toddler.
Yeah, Boo does not really... Boo is lovable and exciting. I mean, I guess you could say that she's attached to Sully, but then is willing to leave him... I don't know.
Does she choose to leave him, or are they
is she just okay with it? I don't know.
I think she's just happy to go home. I don't think she knew...
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't think Boo counts.
Yeah.
Maybe if they do a Monsters Incorporated 3.
Maybe Boo comes back.
It's just humans hunting monsters and Boo has to save them.
That's terrifying.
Live action Monsters Incorporated sequel.
Sorry, Sully.
No, she's gonna be like the Terminator. She's gonna be Arnold. And she's gonna like help protect the monsters from the other humans.
Yes.
It's gonna be like John Wick 7. And I feel like this. I kind of want a fan fiction movie. To happen now.
Like Roz is like setting up a perimeter with all of the yellow CDA.
Just like you got like. Anyway, we're off the rails.
Oh yeah. Sure. Any other? I don't think she really has a character arc though.
I like how I just said Schmoozy Boo. And you
Cecilia is who it is.
I couldn't remember her real name.
Hey, Cecilia Wheelia.
I don't know. Oh no, the sock guy.
Oh, George.
He has a total arc.
No.
Yes.
What is his arc? Standing up to his punk brother?
Yes. Absolutely. He tolerates all the crap and negativity, and then one day he decides,
like, no,
you know what? I gotta
eat
stand
this
up
sock.
Yeah. He's tired of it, man. He came into his self, and he
back on the reoccurring jokes. That is such a good little through line.
Yeah,
throughout the whole movie. Yeah,
but like he does end up saying, you know what, I'm sick of this, and that is a character change worth highlighting.
Yeah,
and developing.
Yeah. 2319. Oh, not the CDA. It's so good. Oh man, yeah, the CDA is like one of my. When we get into Captivating World and consistency,
you like the yellow?
Oh, it's so good. Guys. Yes, I love their like secret agency contamination unit. It's so great.
We got a 4319.
It's so good.
They're just locking down the Chinese buffet.
Everything, yeah. The giant contamination bubble.
I don't know. Are there any other characters? Abominable Snowman.
He's not really a character arc though.
Yeah, he's more of.
Is
he a cameo?
Yeah, the adorable snowman.
See, live action sequel. We could have real life Loch Ness monster. And Bigfoot.
Yep. Yeah, because he vanished to the human world.
Abominable Snowman. Yep. Loch Ness monster and Bigfoot save the day alongside Boo.
Yeah, they have to team up. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'm into it now.
Yep.
I don't know get Bob Iger on the phone. We get 5 million subscribers. We'll finally get an 85-year-old Bob Iger.
We'll send him the pitch.
Yeah. Anyways,
I don't think there's anything else for character arc.
No,
not really. What about clear ethical lesson?
I'll let you take a stab at it. Sure. I was thinking on the way over, and I think I have 2, but.
So the biggest one that I have is the idea of Sully thinking differently.
Yeah.
So changing your perspective.
Okay.
Right? What the entire world says is wrong. He's like, well, wait a second, this doesn't quite make sense. Right? And we start to see that unraveling take place. Like the first thing that we see is, oh, kids are deadly to the touch. And then Sully quickly finds out, oh, no, wait, that's actually
a lie.
True. Right? Yeah. Then there's the whole like scream is the only way to power everything.
That's also
a lie. And so Sully is able, by switching his perspective, by thinking differently, by seeing Boo as a person instead of a problem, he's able to find a better solution. And so true innovation actually comes from thinking differently, changing your perspective, viewing people as people and not problems.
I was going to pitch that from the integrity point of view.
Oh, yeah, I think integrity works.
That's how
you see Mike Wazowski kind of struggle with that a little bit at the beginning.
Yeah, but Sully's like willing to say no, right is right.
Yep.
This kid doesn't hurt anyone.
Sully is the moral compass of the whole movie. And he's contrasted by Waternoose, who has zero moral compass.
The crazy spider guy.
Yeah.
He is
terrifying.
Actually scary.
Actually terrifying.
Out of all the monsters.
I'll kidnap 1,000 children before I let this company die.
It's like the chitinous plates too on his hands.
Yes.
That just freaks me out.
When he like starts chasing them at the end.
Yeah, and
that's terrifying. Oh my goodness, he's like crawling up the wall and like breaking down the door with his like pincher legs. You're like, okay, I'm terrified.
And I think like Sully being like just a good guy, I think that's the point of him being the scariest monster.
Yeah,
is like it's all an act.
Yep.
It's a show.
Yep.
he actually doesn't like his job that
Yep.
much. He doesn't care about the fame because he's
Yep.
like Michael Jordan level.
Yeah, he just wants to help, right? And
Yeah.
he's like,
I
this
don't-
is how I help.
I don't even like. He's just. If I get the impression he's just there.
Well, maybe, yeah, I guess maybe at like the beginning. I think he genuinely wants to help people though, right? Like
Oh, sure.
he enjoys going to work.
Which is
But
why
it's like the feeling of powering the city, right?
yeah.
Which is why he's so much better at the end when they
Whereas-
start using laughs instead of screams, because it's like now I enjoy work twice as much. I enjoy
Yeah.
what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Yeah.
Whereas Mike Wazowski's just like,
All about
he's
fame.
in it for the glory.
Yeah. Yeah, he's in it for the glory.
She's just the towel boy for
Yeah.
or the water boy.
He's more like the manager. I feel like he's more like the manager. Like he does the training routines
He's the
and he sets up
secretary.
the doors and yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the agent, right? He's like the sports agent. If you use the Michael Jordan analogy,
yeah,
you know,
okay.
he's
yeah.
booking the gigs and he's
Yeah.
booking in the doors and you know all that kind of thing.
Yeah. You're
Doing the
right.
advertising campaign.
Manager's definitely
Yeah,
better.
exactly. So something like that. But beyond that, so I would say it's good, but I think it could be stronger because it's like one main one, but there's not a lot of other ones.
But I mean,
I don't
it's
know.
pretty good for a kids movie.
Oh,
It's
definitely,
pretty clear.
definitely. And I like that there's clear villains, right?
Yeah.
Like Randall does whatever it takes, kind of deceptive. He's
also
like you
how
know?
he's got like the Monopoly Man outfit on, and so like in your brain you're like, I don't trust you.
Yes.
From the beginning. Sorry. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. No, very true.
I have-
Also, very creepy that he's like does the whole camouflage thing and like basically can go invisible. Oof.
Oh, Randall.
Yeah.
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 Randall didn't. Yeah, he's just a big salamander.
Yeah. Lizards, man.
Well, I guess I don't know. Is there
Mama, another gator got in the house.
Yeah, that's
Another
pretty-
gator. Hand me that shovel. No, wait.
That's pretty funny.
I love that scene at the end.
Is
It's
there
so great.
something to be said of, accepting like your best is your best and being okay with it versus like, Randall envying Sully the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
Randall literally becoming a monster.
Yeah, right.
get
Randall
what he
is a
wants.
monster. Yeah. I think so. Maybe like the shortcut of success,
Yeah.
right? Like Randall will do whatever it takes
To like
to get to the
topple
top.
Sully.
Yeah, to get to the top.
Sully's just
Lying,
naturally
stealing,
gifted.
literally kidnapping children. Randall will do whatever.
Yeah.
And Sully is like, no, I'm going to do my best, but I'm not going to cross any lines, right? I'm
Yeah.
full of integrity. So
So I
I
feel
think
like
that could be one of them.
That's a lesson.
I think that increases it a little bit, in my opinion. Then.
All right. Meta take on ethics here. You ready?
Yeah.
What if this is a commentary about how children are desensitized,
Okay.
and the ethical lesson is we need to go back to a pure timeline where we all touch grass and are not as into the weeds of spookiness.
What do you mean by that?
I'm mostly being silly, but just like the whole thing where like they have to figure out how they're going to get more energy because kids are less scared.
Sure.
They're not screaming as much. We're following monsters.
Yeah.
And some of them actually become monsters. So being a monster is not innately scary.
Right.
And so like what's actually scary in life? Is it
Is it people who act like monsters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think there's
I mean, there could be
but-
something there of like it's not who you are, it's how you act or who you become.
Oh, that sounds relatively familiar.
Yeah. It's not what you look like or what community you're a part of, it's what you do, right? That
It's
makes you a
not
monster.
What comes out of you, it's what goes into you.
No, that's the other way.
Not what goes into you, it's what comes out of you.
There you go. That defiles a person.
Yeah, you're right.
Because that's the whole
Anyways.
action thing. It's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, it's another deep cut.
That's not what Taco
Yeah.
Bell said the other day.
Taco Bell is just scary all the way down.
Tastes great though.
At the beginning.
that's my youth pastor opening. Taco Bell's a lot like Sid. At first, it's great and it tastes great,
Yep.
but then you have consequences.
Then you have consequences for days.
you might need to go see someone. Anyways, I think we're off the rails again on
Yep.
ethical, so we should just move.
Yeah, what about clear conflict and resolution? So
This is well done.
yeah, this is really good because we talk about the whole screams thing. Not only do they solve the energy crisis, but they do it in a better way.
Yeah, they do it with laughter. They
Yeah,
figure
exactly.
out. Oh, because I guess there's in not quite the middle, but close
It's
to
towards
the
the
middle.
front. Yeah, but they do a great job with foreshadowing of
Where-
hinting.
Yeah,
out.
boo laughs.
Yep, and it causes massive like power spikes
and it covers an outage. You know, like, why did it get more powerful?
Yeah,
So
and they do a great job there. I know the scene you're thinking of because at first Boo starts screaming and it like
and
causes
it gets a
their
little bit
room.
brighter.
Yeah, it causes their room to have a power surge.
But then she laughs.
And it causes like the whole block to have a power surge. And just cool to show that difference in the amount of energy output. And it's a lot healthier to make children laugh instead of kidnapping them and scaring them. So
strap them to a chair with a funnel or whatever they.
Yeah, that thing's
that
scary.
was actually scary.
Yeah, that thing's scary. Because it's Basically, the implication was that they're gonna literally suck the screams out of someone and kill them.
Yeah, it's basically like what's the thing in Harry Potter that takes souls?
Oh, the Horcrux.
No,
Is that what you're thinking of?
The Mentor.
Oh yeah.
It's basically just like a
robotic Dementor. Oh my goodness, yeah.
That was
terrifying
because they do. They
show I forget his name, the red guy,
Randall's manager.
Yeah,
he loses
sucked.
his color.
Yeah, he
goes from bright red to gray.
Yeah, and he's like dead.
He's not dead. But he's basically
coughing and weak.
Been sucked dry by a Dementor.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wow.
Which we haven't done a Harry Potter yet.
No, but we should.
Well, Halloween's coming eventually.
Halloween is coming. Yeah, if you want to see us do a Halloween Harry Potter episode, leave a comment.
Yeah.
And hop on Discord. Tell us there
drop
too.
it. Give us some feedback.
Yeah.
If it's nice.
Yeah.
Remember, laughter's better.
Yeah,
than tears and screams.
Don't make us scream. What else about conflict and resolution?
I appreciate the fact that it's just a classic good ending where everybody gets their due desserts.
Yeah. There's the whole like Sully versus Randall kind of competition throughout the whole thing. Yeah. And then at the very end that comes to a head and it's together that Mike and Sully can beat Randall.
Yeah, and they have an epic chase scene.
Oh my goodness, in the factory.
Doors?
The door factory chase scene is one of the best climactic endings. It is so good.
Yeah, that was a good. And then how I
love how they keep going into the different environments and the different worlds, and that whole sequence is amazing.
And also how he manages to hoodwink both the spider guy and Randall.
Yep.
But I also like the ending where they reconfigure Boo's door, and that's just a heart melting.
Yep.
Moment where he puts the last wood chip in and then opens the door and you hear, was it Kitty?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's really nice.
Made me tear up a little bit.
Yeah, it's a really good one. Yeah, this is a really good movie. So
I remember one of my core childhood memories. I was sick at home, and my mom bought this on VHS, and that was my sick
movie. Yeah,
that was a good memory. Anyways.
Engaging and relatable characters, unless you have another conflict resolution.
No, I mean, we answered it, right? Bad guy goes to jail, the city gets better power.
Company is saved.
Kids get night comedy shows.
Yeah.
Mike Wazowski gets his
time in he gets his time in the spotlight,
He gets the girl.
Mike Wazowski's not very scary, but hey, he can make people laugh.
Roz is a secret agent.
Yep, not just a secret agent. She's number one. Yeah.
001.
Yeah. So
engaging relatable characters.
I think it does well. I like the villain. I like Waternoose. I like Randall.
Yeah.
I like Mike and Sully. So I really think they do a good job. Mike and Sully's dialogue is hilarious. I mean, they do a great job of keeping them.
Yeah, it's funny.
Very engaging. Yeah.
I like his
using tiny spoons.
Yeah, or his slam poetry scenes where he's grandstanding at the microphone and gesturing with his hands and stuff.
Yes.
So I mean, it's just little things like that are engaging, and you understand.
I was the fastest one out there in dodgeball. Of course, I was the ball.
So I mean, like they're funny. And
Yeah.
like you, like Sully having something outside of work because it's not like he comes home and has a family. So
Right.
like, you connect with that.
Yep.
Mike wanting to get the girl and impress the girl when
Yep.
he feels self conscious and
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
Randall wanting to be the best and is willing to be
Yeah.
cutthroat
But
to
not
get
willing
there.
to work for it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanting to be the best, but wanting to take the easy way.
Yeah. So I mean, like Boo is a cute toddler,
Sure. Yep.
but it's a toddler.
But yeah, plays up
She's
the
kind of
toddler
the
vibe.
MacGuffin of the
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. Everybody's out to get her. I mean, she's
Yeah.
the Grogu of
Of
Monsters
Monsters
Inc. So
Incorporated.
yeah. It's
I'm
very true.
so interested. What are they gonna do with Grogu, man? Are we gonna like flash forward like 800 years and we're just gonna reboot the whole Star Wars cycle and Grogu's like, when I pass the last Jedi, you will become.
I
Just
don't
do that
know.
all
He's not a
over again.
Jedi though.
But he has the Force.
Yeah, but he's not a Jedi. He's a Mandalorian.
Yeah.
He's an apprentice.
Sir, he's got a long life. He's only 50.
No, he's not a Jedi. He gave
Right
up.
now.
He chose the armor instead of the lightsaber.
Yes, but like, you know,
He's got a whole mudhorn
to
on
get us
his...
back on track, life's like a highway, Zach. And you just gotta ride it.
That is literally the wrong movie.
I know, but it's the right company.
Oh my grief. It's still the right company because we're talking about Disney.
But I got it back to Pixar.
Uh-huh. Okay. What about any other engaging or relatable characters?
I don't know. I think we covered
Okay.
it.
Captivating World. I like it.
Yeah, I do like
it. It's really good. It's one of those soft world building that I really, really appreciate, where they just leave little snippets in different places, you know? Like, we talked about the CDA, kind of like a government agency, all about kind of containing the kid incidents.
Yeah, and it's like an homage to Men in Black and homage to James Bond.
Yeah, a little bit. Yep. The company vibe, the power outage.
Yeah.
You know, hey, we did the right thing, and, you know, all we have to deal with are the mobs that will come after us when the city loses power.
Yeah. Or, I mean, like, and the aesthetic's funny.
Yep.
Like, you talked about the
the artwork. And I gotta tell you, the main theme is the coolest jazz song in any Disney Pixar movie. It is so good.
Yeah.
It is just a genuinely good song.
And, like, you know, if you're ever at Disney and the song kicks in, like, I feel nostalgic. You know, it's been years since I've gone, but I remember, I don't know, was it Downtown Disney?
They play it.
They call it what? Disney has a
Studios.
new name. No. The shopping dinner center that's free. I think it's called Disney Springs now.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And they play like the songs at night with like Christmas lights on
with
trees.
the lights and the fountains.
Yeah, it's been a couple. It's been years since I've gone, but I just remember hearing Monsters Inc.'s theme like specifically, and it brings, but like 5% child.
Yes, it brings you back. It's just a good like upbeat theme. Yeah, really, really good.
But I mean, also like the funny things, like you talked about the odorant.
Yep,
that's funny. Their food is funny.
Yep.
Just kind of like
Harry
inversing, inverting whatever our expectation.
Yep. Yeah, they have receptionists and they have the garbage guys are hilarious.
I got like the abominable snowman being exiled. That's funny.
And he was exiled to the human world. And that's why like everybody always talks about like Bigfoot and the abominable snowman. It's like, yeah, they're real. They've been exiled to the human world.
But it's because they're too nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Abominable snowman just want to get by snow cones.
Yep.
Hey, you know what? That's a Cars reference too. You know, you said I had the wrong movie. I'm pretty sure that guy plays Mac.
Yes, he does.
See,
yes,
so it's all connected.
But that's because the Pixar movies, everybody is the same. All the characters carry over.
Okay, well, we could come back to our Kingdom Hearts reference.
Yeah,
Boo's Room.
It's all just alternate realities.
Well, like Boo's room has like Woody on the floor.
Yes, yeah.
Or is it Jesse?
It's Jesse. But the ball is there.
Yeah, the Toy Story ball.
Yep.
I feel like there's
wasn't there
a
Winnie
Nemo.
the Pooh? Yeah, there's a Nemo. And I thought, wasn't there a Winnie the Pooh character too?
Yeah.
Or maybe I'm making that up. But I thought like Winnie the Pooh or Tigger or somebody was also on the floor there. But...
Well, they call
Rabbit. I think it was Rabbit. I'd
have to go back. I'm sure if you pause, there's probably like 20 different things.
Yeah, there's tons of stuff.
But it's just
Nemo's in there.
Yeah. And I think Disney did this thing. I don't know if they still do it, But in Pixar movies, they would put like you'd have to look closely. There's a little Easter egg. 'Cause I'm pretty sure Monsters Inc. came out before Nemo.
Oh.
But there's a clownfish that looks like Marlin on the
Yeah.
floor. And in Toy Story, or in Bug's Life, there was something about Toy Story. In Toy Story, there was, I can't remember what was in it.
I'll have to go back and watch that. Bug's Life is another good one.
Yeah.
If you want to see us do Bug's Life,
That's a great Disney movie.
Comment below if you want to see us do Bug's Life.
Or you could donate some Disney trip cards.
Yeah, there you go.
To the
we can go to the tree. We can go to the
big
Tree of Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It scared me as a child.
The Tree of Life scared you as a child?
No, that ant ride where they like put the puffs of air in your face and stuff.
Yeah. I was like, the Tree of Life is cool, Josh. What are you talking about? All the carvings and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is gonna make me go home and be like, I'm gonna pitch to my wife. Look, I know we have savings, but what if we did not?
But what if we went?
What if we
right now
used it all?
It is a magical place, Josh.
Yeah. Until you come back home and you're like, what have I done?
What have I...
It's good until you. Anyways,
everybody needs a break.
Welcome to the Dave Ramsey Show.
Okay. Anything else for Captivating World?
No, this was just like the golden age
it's good.
of Disney for us, so we're just about it.
What about consistency?
I think they did a good job.
I think so. Again, a lot of those little things just make sense to keep you in the world. There's nothing that really breaks it for me. Nothing that seems out of place. The tone is really good. They have kind of an arc that happens in the storytelling, but they also leave room for sadness. They leave room for kind of feeling the mistake, right? There's the classic mistake where Mike Wazowski tries to put Boo back by using Randall, which we're like, obviously that's going to be a bad idea. And so he gets captured instead, and then they have to build that trust back. But they do that well. I think they do that well.
And in the world, we just talk about Captivating World, but small details like the sock guy, George.
Yep.
Each time you see him, he's had his hair cut. He's got like razor burns and nicks and Band-Aids, and he just looks more disheveled each time you see him.
Yep.
I
love the callbacks, right? So we talked about the little jokes.
Yeah.
Like George and the sock, and you have
Cecilia and
the cones of shame. You've got the when he stuffs the toys in the toilet and then he puts them in the locker, and later on that turns out to be George's locker.
And they fall on.
And then they fall on him.
Yeah.
You've got things like the door chase whenever certain doors lead to certain places. And they hype up the door shredder, which then becomes a big thing later on.
Yeah, they do a good job of foreshadowing.
Yeah, foreshadowing is really, really good in this movie. So
I mean, like, all of it.
Really good consistency.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm good with it.
Yeah, good. What would you think, Josh, overall then, if we put it all together? I know where I am, but...
I'm at a solid B.
Okay, I was at an A, so you want to go B+?
Yeah.
Minus? Where you want? B+?
B+.
B+. Yeah, so it's a good movie, right? It has the Greatest Story Podcast mark of recommendation. So
we needed like a stamp. Let's get a watermark. Just put it on top of everybody's posters.
That's a good idea, right? We could do it. That would be cool. Because there are some that we've reviewed that I would not recommend. So there are others though that I'm like, you know what?
Tune in next week and you might find out.
Hey, we'll see. If it's your cup of tea, then
if it's your if it's flight out into deep space, surrounded,
if it's your perfect organism.
Yeah, that was good.
Thank you. Yeah. But so it's a B+, and we want you to check it out at some point. And we want to take this time to remind you to subscribe on all of the places that you listen to.
Don't subscribe, just sub or scribe. You can either
sub or scribe.
You said like subscribe.
Yeah.
So you can either sub and then write stuff down.
You either hit the like button and the subscribe button, or you can send us a letter and write it down and scribe it out.
Turns out those are two different buttons. Who knew?
Whoa. So you could just like and subscribe.
Yeah, if you rewind this video, hit play, watch it all the way to the end, and then that scribe button might just show up. I'm just getting more hours viewed.
There you go. So make sure to do that. And join us on Patreon. So Patreon is getting exciting. We have a lot of short episodes that are coming up with different things. We've got a lot of ideas for different ways to make that community better. And then if you join us on Patreon, you get access to the Discord, which is a pretty exciting place where we're able to interact in a more I was gonna say intimate, but that doesn't really seem like the right word.
Yeah, no, that sounds
A
weird.
more community focused way. I don't know.
I don't know, direct maybe.
Direct, sure, right? You
You
get
can
chat with
chat.
us and the rest of our community and
Yeah.
hang out and talk about which Disney Pixar movie is your favorite, or talk about your thoughts on editing Zach and his freedom or incarceration.
Yeah, that was the last thing.
Yeah, so
Yeah, you can make more direct recommendations.
yes,
We would see it
we would-
faster on
yep.
Discord for
yeah,
sure.
absolutely. Absolutely. And, if you're a Patreon, we probably will take your opinion more seriously. So, I mean, we love all of you, but Patreons.
Cut that. End it. We're done. We're off the rails. Next time on Survivor.
Okay. Good?
Yeah.